Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are here again for the Star Cup. We're now heading to Brazil for round 6 on this excellent Tuesday night we have in front of us. This is Greg Jennings joining you alongside the Mercedes team of T-Bone and XOD here in the booth, but also
Better stay
in
out of
their
my way, this
cars.
race, XOD.
There, we always hear
Oh,
the banter.
just don't spin in front of me.
It is good to have these guys and everyone here with us as always. Thank you to everyone checking us out week to week. Hello to Tokyo Dogs and company in the chat. Good to see you here. We are excited for this one, guys. We've arrived to Brazil, one of the most legendary, classic, history embowed tracks of the entire F1 calendar, and it's always an interesting one around here for many reasons. It's just a great track overall. It demands a lot of the drivers. It's easy-ish to overtake, but it is narrow. And the weather also comes into play. So it's really got it all. We're looking forward to this qualifying session as well. And this is now round 6. So we do have some championship discussions to have between, I believe, Lee Havamato and who was it? Olive, Formula Olive or Oliver Spare in the Alpine. However, there was a bit of a issue with the standings, so we're going to officially get that math in probably next week. But just know there is a championship battle going on here.
After the race, I'll update this race, and then next week, yeah.
We don't want to get into the specifics of everything, but there's just some things need to be fixed up. So we'll keep an eye on them. But of course, Lee Hava, who else? Bella, Olive are kind of your key players up there. And we have a couple newer drivers as well tonight. Including Mahasne or Maha, the Ferrari.
And IRPM, they're Jordanian brothers. They've been racing with us for a little bit now.
Right
Mushroom
on.
and Star, yeah, they're good guys. Shout out them.
Shout out to them. We also have the Fred here returning. He did not last very long last time in Imola. I think about a lap or two or so. So we'll see if he can at least do better than that. I'm sure he will. And then a couple others we've seen time to time. Purple Snack here again. God Pancakes, aka Ass Pancakes, is here. Zudi, 22, the hometown favorite. The Mushroom Cup long timer, the Brazilian local.
Should invite him in here.
I believe I heard a rumor he was one of Ayrton Senna's hidden offspring, but we don't know for sure. He's here, and he's looking to impress, folks. Keep an eye on Zudi22 in the RB. But now T-Bone has crossed the line. 8-9. Fred follows suit with a 9-6, so T-Bone's got a good lap in so far. We'll see what everyone else can do. DRS Maestro's known to get a good lap together sometimes. God Pancakes 9-5
That was
there.
close, XOD. That was close.
DRS Maestro, we saw him last week come so close to that victory with a little bit of a controversy at the end there.
He did win.
And you heard it here first, folks. He did win last race out. We just had to do a quick change in the standings. So DRS Maestro's looking to obviously keep that momentum going. He is great around here. We'll see what he can do on this qualifying lap. He's about to finish it. The Fred on mediums, that's interesting. So just looking to get warmed up there. Shout out to HMP in the chat, as always. DRS Maestro, an 8.9. Olive is now, meanwhile, in pole position ahead of Adrian with an 8.1. So Olive is always looking great in qualifying. We'll see how he will start this race out. Here we have XM in the Aston Martin. Looks like he's alongside DRS Maestro. Okay, yeah, those two love racing with one another, so it's great to see them on the team here in Star Cup as well. I'm sure they're working closely together tonight. Another driver to talk about is XOD. Do not count him out, folks. He's always going to get up there in the battle for the win, or at least the lead pack in these Star Cup races. We'll see if he can put it together tonight and finish off this qualifying lap. There is his teammate T-Bone in front of him, maybe looking to help him out a little bit with the slipstream coming up here. And XOD is looking to get in that top pack as well on this qualifying lap. So we'll see what he can do. Now heading towards the final corner. Looks like he has invalidated. We did not have the track map up there, so maybe it was earlier. Not quite sure. He might be going for another lap here, or maybe he is going to the pit lane. Looks like he's going in. So we'll see what he can get up to a little bit later on. High RPM is a new driver as well, as T-Bone mentioned. In the Haas. And we are waiting on a couple drivers as well. There is going to be a few joining in this qualifying session, I believe, so we should be getting as close to that full grid as possible. Right now, 17 drivers in this qualifying session. Lee Havamato on his outlap now. We'll see what he does. Adrian improves into the 7s with a 7.9. Adrian looking great. We'll see what he can get up to when this race gets going. And yeah, it looks like for now, oh, we see a purple sector from high RPM. Let's see what the overall lap time is. But for now, we are dry here in this Interlagos circuit, but you never truly know. It can rain very, very hard here. And RPM will cross the line into the 109s, the 109.5. DRS Maestro recently crossed the line there, improved to a 108.3, I believe, but not quite enough to contest with Adrian and Olive for now. Looks like Lihava is on a hot lap here. He, like we mentioned, is one of the championship hopefuls. Saving all that battery for this straight is crucial at the very end of the lap. Really want to use it all the way up to the line, and now Lihava crosses the line to P2 for now. A 108.0. Very, very close to Adrian. Zudi, the hometown hero. Now, sometimes he does kind of get warmed up in qualifying. He doesn't really spend all the time setting hot laps per se. I believe that's what he's doing right now, but shout out to Zudi. Purple Snack on his hot lap here through the Senna S. And now down to this left-hander, which you can really carry a lot of speed in if you use the track up a lot, but then again, it is easy to get an invalidation there. Haas just parked off to the right side of the track there. Purple Snack has invalidated, and Rasta Cheech, ladies and gentlemen, has strolled up to the track. His team just arriving a little bit late, wheeling the car in. We'll see if he can get into this qualifying session and set a lap time. Looks like Purple Snack is just kind of stuck here a little bit, waiting for this Haas to go by. And there he goes. So we'll see what he can improve to later on. XOD trying this again. We'll keep an eye on him.
Just so we know, folks, Rasta Cheech is starting from the back, and he is doing the no DRS challenge. So
no way, really?
Not as simple as just throwing Rasta Cheech in here. Obviously, he's an exceptional driver.
No DRS for Rasta Cheech. Wow. Olive improves beyond Adrian's time, but it is getting very, very close up there. 107.959. Marginally better than Adrian's 107.974. XOD getting a tow, this time from the Visa Cash App in front of him. That'll help him out for sure. And look at that, folks. XOD on pole position for now.
Yes,
still some work
XOD.
to be done, but a great position to be in for now. 107.8, significant step forward. Oh, Dastardly just losing it there, coming out of the second sector. Car coming through, but he has gotten out of the way. I think that might have been Zudi providing XOD the tow there. Shout out to Zudi, hometown hero. Sisu, I forgot to mention him earlier. He is a newer driver, at least I'm not familiar with him, from Finland. We got two Finns in here, Lihava and now Sisu in the Ferrari. Looks like his hot lap has recently finished. He's in P6 for now, getting close to the top. So we'll see what he can get up to.
T-Bone, just let's make sure that Zudi gets his check in the mailbox, huh?
Yeah,
For what?
Zudi was. I thought that was T-Bone for a second, but it was Zudi just giving XOD a little bit of a break there and allowing
Did he? Nice.
that nice toe up to the start finish to finish off the lap. Ideal.
The Haas behind me on a hot lap, Greg. Sector one.
Great question, my friend.
Wondering because I was going to go in AI for a
That is
second.
high RPM. No, he is not. Yeah, you're in the Mercedes sector 2, right? Yeah, so he's looks like he's going in this lap. He's out of fuel. DRS Maestro is joined. I thought he was here already, but it looks like he disconnected. But at least he's back. That's good. Rosicic has made it to trackside. He's still coming out of the pit lane now. So I'm unsure. T-Bone, do you know if the DRS applies to qualifying, or is it just for the race, or is it all of it? Do you know? No DRS?
For the race, he's starting at the back.
Okay. So we'll see what he can get up to. He's probably just getting some practice here. Can't quite see how much time is left. It's just yellow flags because qualifying is annoying like that on this game.
6 minutes.
6 minutes, thank you. So time is getting a little bit shorter. Still some work to be done, and there's still an opportunity to do multiple laps. The lap time is very short around here. Lihava purple through sector 2. Seeing if he can beat XOD's 107.8 for now. Rosicic has disqualified, so it looks like that was just his objective, was just to make sure he starts at the back of the grid.
There might be someone else doing the same challenge as him.
Lihava not improving there, I believe, or at least not enough to move up any higher than he was.
The Maestro's
having some issues. Yeah, that's going to be something he needs to sort out. Hooligans! HMP walks up to the grid here. Everyone's coming in late. I love it.
He's doing the back of the grid, no
Yeah,
DRS.
this is like
saw
a
Rosta do it.
This is like a WrestleMania kind of vibe here, T-Bone. I love
Rumble.
it. Royal Rumble, exactly. You never know who's going to show up. Kick down the door. So he's doing back of the grid as well. No DRS, T-Bone. Is that confirmed?
Yeah.
Okay, that's going to be awesome. Got some wild cards tonight. I love it. And HMP, as we mentioned, time to time, he is, I believe, the inaugural Star Cup champion, or maybe that was Hazy Ozzy.
Actually, Greg, believe it or not, the Star Cup has roots back to 2019. And you
Okay,
can find
true.
the first
Yeah.
races on B-Tom's channel, and B-Tom's the inaugural champion. Once upon a time, folks.
I believe, wasn't it called the Flower Cup at one point?
We had a Flower Cup, we had Star Cup.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I don't even remember. It's been so long.
I don't know.
Awesome. Lots of history to dive into.
It wasn't always tier 3, though, I think. I think at one point it was kind of just... We had a lot of cups, bro. We had a Kool-Aid Cup, a Mushroom Cup, an Asasco Cup, you know?
Kevwood Cup.
Evwood Cup, lots of them.
The Fred just crossed the line there into P10 for now. He is on soft tires now, so that's a little bit more representative of what he's able to do on this qualifying session. 4 minutes just under that now left. HMP has brought his Williams trackside. He is in the pit box for now. I guess, yeah, the first season that was posted on this channel, he was the champion, and he did so in a very, very consistent fashion, and he really showed out, particularly at that finale race in Silverstone. Shout out to HMP. Alright, so a lot of drivers still waiting for the clock to tick down. Some are heading out now, including high RPM. Maha has just crossed the line in the Ferrari for one of his final attempts. He might have time to do one more if this one doesn't quite work out, but we'll see what he can do. Coming down the straight now towards, I believe it's turn 4. Then flat out through turn 5, up the hill towards this very high speed right-hander, which you can really use a lot of the track up on the inside. And now we head into the really kind of windy middle sector, which is really, really fun to get right. And then we have this right-hander, which seems to go on forever, and the traction is just so difficult sometimes. And then the flat out left, high speed here. You want to minimize the distance of the track and prepare for Jinsao, the final corner of the lap, arguably the most important one, setting you up for the run up the hill and in front of the home crowd here in Interlagos. Always a fun atmosphere. And Maha has not improved on that lap, but he's got some time left. I think he has some time to recharge and go for one more. But now you're going to start to see the drivers head out here from this pit lane. His time is running out. All right, so let's see. The Fred has retired, so he will not do anything more than P11, maybe some getting by him. We will see what that ends up being. Adrian in P2 for now, getting ready for his, I think, final hot lap here in the Kick Sauber, trying to improve on his current 107.930. Adrian's always good at qualifying. Keep an eye on him. Olive as well, another great hot lapper. You know, he's going to be in the mix. He's in P3 for now. DRS Maestro did manage to get back in the session and back in his car. Awesome for him. And now the drivers are queuing up on that final corner. Trying to make space for one another. 45 seconds left and dropping. Someone is on DRS's... Looks like DRS is going in the... Oh, no, I thought he was going the pit lane. He's on the track. Someone's right behind him, though. That's XOD. No, that's not ideal. You want to end the lap like that, but you don't want to start like that. And DRS Maestro now is setting a lap time right in front of the Mercedes driver. And that is crucial because XOD right now is on pole. He could have even more time in the books. It's really up to DRS Maestro's lap now, is how XOD's is going to go. If DRS nails it, then XOD's not going to be so bad off, but I feel like he's losing a little bit of time here in the wake of the Aston Martin in front. And that's not DRS Maestro's fault. That's just how it works out sometimes.
Jesus Christ.
That wretched DRS Maestro, T-Bone. He's here. Oh, there's a Mercedes right in front. It was a ghost.
That was me. I was stuck in the grass.
That definitely tripped XOD up. I don't think he improved there.
Can you imagine there was no ghost?
Oh, that would have been bad.
And you would have got the whole thing.
So, yeah, neither of them improve. XOD's final lap time will be a 107.8. And Olive has invalidated, so he will not improve. Will Lihava? He will, but not enough. Very close, half a tenth away to P2.
Yet again.
That's a P1, sorry.
Let's go.
XOD didn't need that final lap, I guess. Look at that. Dastardly is not going to set a time here. Leader in the pit lane. So that is it, ladies and gentlemen. XOD on pole in the Mercedes. Awesome work from him. Also getting a benefit from Zudi. Let's not forget that.
I think XOD's had like a podium at Brazil before, Star Cup. So.
All right, we're looking forward to that.
I could be wrong, but I think he has one.
Lihava following him very close, and he's going to be a threat in the race. You know that for sure. Adrian in P3 for now. Olive did not quite have his final lap that he was looking for, just invalidated there. Sisu in P5, solid start. And Maestro right behind him, just in front of XOD there on that final lap. Bella in P7 in the McLaren, followed by T-Bone. And then Maha, XM, the hometown hero, Zudi22. I think it was Mr. Pancakes, Ass Pancakes after that. And we'll quickly cover the rest. But that was a great qualifying session. We'll see what kind of weather we have in front of us. Yeah, Jordan, absolutely. I can definitely get you in here. I'll send you an invite. But anyway, after that it was the Fred, then Mr. Pancakes in P13, high RPM, leader, Purple Snack, Dastardly, and then these two down here, starting at the back, HMB Hooligans and Rasta Cheech, not using DRS, challenging themselves. This is a very hard track to do that as well. There's a lot of DRS to be opened around here. So overtaking will be an issue for them, but you know they have the skill to make up for it. And we are dry for now, so we'll see how that plays out. But for now, we're on those dry tires. Terms of strategy, if it does stay dry, you're probably looking for the mediums or the hards interchanged with one another, depending on what you feel like starting on. Soft tires here can wear out fairly quickly. Jordan has strolled into the booth, ladies and gentlemen. Jordan Two-Wavy, another Star Cup champion, has joined us. Welcome, Jordan. You joined us at the perfect time. How are you?
I am good. Sleepy.
Well, you're about to wake up, my friend. About to get these lights fired up, head into turn 1. We're looking forward to this.
Joining, trying to get in here as fast as I can.
So it's going to be crucial to keep your car intact at the start of this race. You do not want to be getting damage early on, of course. If you had to have some problem, it'd probably be earlier on because you can recover for it. But then you're kind of a little bit powerless, and you might be looking for a safety car or something to help you out. So obviously turn 1 is the best opportunity to make up some places, but it's also the best opportunity to lose them. So
20 seconds.
I'm expecting at least 4 cars to have damage here.
Jordan, are you in the lobby? Are you able to see the race?
Yeah, I'm in the lobby.
Don't get mad, Rasta and Hooligans are racing. They're starting at the back, handicapping themselves.
Oh, I'm good. I'm cool. I wasn't planning on racing today. So.
You'll be able to do it too, don't worry.
That would have been interesting as well. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. 5 red lights are now lighting up here at Interlagos for the Star Cup. This is round 6, and we are off. XOD on the right side of the track, looking to cover Lihava Mato. And further behind, is there any chaos to break down here? Looks like there's some damage at the very back of the grid already.
Williams.
Oh, and there's 2 cars off.
Adrian is off.
Adrian and Olive.
Oh, yeah. Janiting.
Olive, the championship hopeful, now having a lot of work to do tonight, but he's not out of it yet. Oh, the Ferrari of Sisu making a big error there. Looks like he just got back on the track there. And now the drivers head towards Sector 2. Looks like there's a kick going a little bit wide. I think that was Dastardly further behind. Olive 5 seconds off. Does he have damage? Yes, he does, ladies and gentlemen. He is going to need to pit. But now the pack heads back up the hill here momentarily through the high-speed left. Let's check out the tires. Mediums for a lot of drivers here. DRS Maestro on the inside of Sisu. Wants to get this move done and stay with the drivers ahead. They don't want to go side-by-side here. Yeah, I think that was Rasta. Yeah, someone lost an end plate. I was watching the back for a second. And yeah, so medium tires on most people. T-Bone on hards, Leader on hards, HMP on hards, as well as the Fred. And then we have Maha and High RPM, the 2 brothers on the softs. Oh, and Maestro getting a little feisty with Sisu there. He's probably not happy because all that battling has now created a gap to XOD and Lihava in front.
Maestro's laggy, man. Up the race when I see him.
Yeah, Maestro is having some issues tonight. He's been disconnecting a lot, so that's probably related. Looks like he went in the wall there or something, but I don't think that's actually what happened.
Yeah, Susie and Bella's losing time to those front 2.
A lot of it, too. It's only lap 2, and it's already 2 seconds and more. Maestro's struggling a little bit to keep up with them.
Slow.
DRS open now, and we see Bella looking to get behind Maestro in front of Sisu into P4. T-Bone looking to start off on those hard tires. Just stick with the medium runners for a bit, use some DRS, and then really show that pace later on.
Why is it blurry?
So Lihava has passed XOD for P1, but they are going to be doing that a lot tonight, ladies and gentlemen, if things continue as they are. Still a 2.2 second gap. Looks like there was an incident behind. That is, who is that? Leader, I believe, spinning out there, dropping off the back of the pack. Maestro had a decent second sector, but looks like the time has gone away, so I think he's not going to be able to claw this gap in unless he really improves his consistency. And maybe Bella and him might work together. We will see. XOD just on the inside, making Lihava know he's there, and he's going for the move, ladies and gentlemen, into the Senna S, down the hill, now in front of the Haas. The Haas will get a chance to respond here, I believe, with the DRS. There it is.
If I'm either of them, I would just sit behind and just play the long game.
Exactly, right? You don't want to fight too much. At this point, they're going side by side. But at this point, you two are walking a similar path, and whatever you two do will greatly impact how this race will play out if you work together for now.
And if you fight too much, you just bring 3 other drivers into the mix, and you don't want to do that.
Exactly.
It's way more difficult.
That's the Star Cup champ speaking, ladies and gentlemen. Just recapping the position. So DRS Maestro up 3, Bella up 3 as well. Adrian down 3, having that moment, I believe, with Olive at the start, who is down 13 and a pit stop. He's got to be hurting a little bit. But safety car can bring him back into it. You never know. H&P and Rasta up a few positions, but a lot of pit stops have happened already. So.
They both have damage. No wonder they haven't been making positions.
There you go. So it's tough to start the back. You just never know what will happen. Looks like... Who is that? Maestro is now battling Bella through turn 1. Sisu right behind.
Yeah, I don't know. If I was in Bella DRS shoes, I wouldn't fight at all. I would just try to catch up. But when you got 2 other drivers behind you as well, it's kind of hard not to overtake.
Speaking of hard, T-Bone's on those hard tires, looking good, moving up, I believe, past XM there. And you're going to see his pace really improve as this stint goes on, and particularly for that second stint, he's going to be really, really fast if things play out as they are currently. And the gap has still increased to the leaders, 2.4 seconds now. To Bella now in P3, so the leaders are getting away.
Yeah, that is bad for business if I'm Bella. Bella looked like he can pull away from DRS 5/10. Uzi making a move on DRS.
Look at that. Sisu just making sure Bella knows he's there on the outside. Bella had to defend a little bit there, lost even more time to the leaders.
3 seconds.
Oh, and then Adrian trying to make up positions now, going for the move there on DRS Maestro, getting it done.
Got our first win of the other day, and disaster.
There we go.
Someone just hit a what is it called? The brake.
There's some lag going on here. DRS Maestro was kind of inside of... Oh my goodness, he's trying to flip Adrian over, it looks like. His front wing was well underneath the rear of the Kick Sauber in front, but no damage sustained.
That's about DRS is kind of slow. He doesn't know where the other drivers are.
Yeah, he's had some issues, I think, tonight, ladies and gentlemen. 3.3 seconds now and growing. Lihava, Mato, and XOD continuing the duel. This looks like it'll be at Brazil here. 7 laps completed. 36 in total to do.
Oh, that was very vicious. I mean, that was risky.
And he paid for it.
Yeah.
T-Bone now getting through into P7.
I see what he was looking at, but like it was going to close up all the time.
Adrian powered by T-Bone there to get back into P7. Yeah, so I didn't quite see it. I didn't quite see what he
did. Basically, into the Senna S's, I believe one of those guys went wide or caught up on that first curve, and he tried to go underneath, and it just closed up on the second apex.
Yeah, it's tough that chicane to get a move done. Sometimes downhill, curbs. It is difficult. And Lihava just about breaking DRS, I believe. Did he do it?
Wow.
He
Can
did.
dominate this race?
XOD still
XOD's
getting
backing it.
close.
He had
Yeah.
to burn all of his battery to get in. He's pretty much empty.
So this is a crucial time for Lihava now. If he sets down another really good lap, might make
he
it
can-
hard for XOD here. Did get the DRS on the second helping, so that'll help a little bit.
he
But
has
as
to
Jordan
recharge that battery
mentioned,
if you wanna keep it.
yeah, his battery is hurting a little bit. Lihava's got a little bit more, but it's not insane.
Yeah, 30% is around here is bad.
DRS has also broken the DRS from Maha, so now it's him and Bella kind of hopefully working together. But Maha is now just inside of that 1 second gap again, and then that train goes all the way down to P11,
Yeah,
high
I was about to
RPM.
say, what is here? Let's say P3 to P11 is insane right now. Hopefully they can
So-
stay together and not rear-end each other.
And I think XOD kind of weathered the storm a little bit there. That was close. He almost got dropped, but now looking a little bit more comfortable.
How do you say his name? Lihava?
Lihava
Must have
Had a
Mato,
bit
I
of a
don't know.
mess up in the second sector. My tire started.
There you go. All it takes is one mistake sometimes. But he has recovered. He's now back with Lihava.
Probably from that lap of kicks however. Looks like.
That would be dastardly. No major cautions or yellow flags or anything yet. We'll see if that remains true.
I'm keeping my eye on this. I'm keeping my eye on this P3 to P11 battles. They're all nose to tail. Give it to
Maha is just on the verge here.
T-bone push. Your tire should be the best
And-
right now.
Ooh, that's close. Yeah, I think Maha might get dropped here.
You got to overtake him.
Sisu goes through. And
Sisu has to burn his energy.
exactly. Now, is there fighting in front a little bit, DRS and Bella, but it's well organized. Just enough
they're
there from
trying.
Sisu. Wow.
Feel like
Got
he
it.
broke really late to get in.
Yeah. I think they were just trying to, negotiate one another and make sure they're not side by side. And then when, turning off the battery and such, and then of course Sisu had a massive run and he kind of got a little bit of time on them there, but he needs to have another good lap here. Oh, and he made a mistake. He's down to P7 in the grass now. And now it'll be up to Adrian, who's also kind of alone now, to get back with Bella
Yeah.
and DRS.
DRS, Bella, and Adrian just up on the safety car so they can catch up to these leaders. I don't think they're gonna reel them in anytime soon.
Yeah, unless they
And
start
as I say
fighting a
that-
lot. Yeah.
Oh no, he's just getting out the way to Red Bull. Oh, that's Rasta. He has no inplates at all.
Oh, that's unfortunate. Looks like Dastardly's just letting the cars through there. H&P Hooligans up to P12. But yeah, he has damage as well, as Jordan mentioned earlier. So no DRS and damage has gotta be pretty damn rough.
Looking like the F1 cars back in the day with no inplates, just a front wing.
Exactly. However, not everyone else has modern stuff, so he's hurt for sure, and he doesn't even have the DRS to help him.
I
But
mean, he's keeping up with the pancakes guys, so whoever
yeah,
that
and
is.
he signed up for this. He knew what he was getting into. And the race
I
is
wouldn't
not
have
over.
done it around Brazil because the first lap or two is just brutal from the back. It's just turn 1 and 2. The first 3 corners around Brazil is just. It's like if you're starting anywhere from the front row, you're bound to get damaged.
Yeah, it really stacks up, and it's kind of an awkward turn that
Yeah.
things can really go wrong at multiple points. And we saw
And it's
that
like
at the start there.
and it's a downhill braking zone, I believe. So it's like everyone just goes deep.
Yeah, you're right. Slightly downhill there, and of course that's the best time to get a move done as well. DRS Maestro getting through Bella into P3. They're looking to work together, but they just don't have the pace that the top two have right now. They have
They
gotten
lost
away
the
here.
second in the last 2 laps. They were like 3.9, 3.8 3 laps ago, 2 laps ago to XOD.
And we're
Looks like
getting
they're struggling.
closer. We're not quite there, but I'm sure pit stops are now going to become the next kind of decision to make here for these drivers. 12 laps in.
I think lap 13, 14, I believe,
Yeah,
for those mediums.
it's coming up soon.
That Ferrari definitely is putting it within the next lap or two.
Yeah, those soft tires are going to be hurting. They do not
I mean,
do
he
very
is
well
holding his
around
own,
here.
though. He's keeping up with his teammate. I would stay out until I drop out, but what he's going to do?
Bella through on DRS. They're just going to continue swapping. Adrian has caught back up to them. So Adrian's got some great pace tonight.
You got to get through him now. One thing to catch, another to pass.
There he goes.
He is going to pass. It's going to be difficult. There's a car in front of him.
Yeah, you don't want to overshoot that and then get involved with the car ahead, damage both of your guys' cars as well. But he has gotten through into P4 for now, and he has some great pace, so we'll see if he can maybe make a difference up here.
I expect the DRS to be at the top 3. I
Yeah,
don't
he was
remember what
so
race it
close to the win
was.
last week.
Yeah.
Well,
I forget what
officially
race
he
it was.
did get it,
I want to
but
say I want to say PRL at Brazil was a sprint, and DRS was with us for like the majority of the race.
it's a
But he'll be
classic
there.
track. Everyone, races around here often. If you're a league, that's what you should be doing because it's really exciting. It's a fan favorite for sure.
I like it as a finale because there's a lot of drama here, particularly in turn 1, 2, 3.
DRS Maestro, first driver in the pit lane, at least according to plan. He's now
I
looking
like
to
that by
undercut.
DRS. He can potentially, depending on how long those top 2 guys go.
Hard tires on.
Yeah, those top guys should definitely pit within the next lap or two because
So he
DRS
was,
could be a problem.
yeah, he was right with Bella and Adrian. So we'll see how he comes out when they do their pit stop, and we'll also see if any of them can gain any time on these leaders. They don't want to be the
DRS
first in
needs
the
to
pit lane.
Push. DRS has to push. If he
Yeah,
wanna
he
catch those
could
leaders.
he could separate and get himself a good position here if this lap goes well. He's got a good gap in front of him as well, so that's not going to be an
Clean
issue.
air, yeah.
So what will the leaders do for now? Are they going to respond to DRS Maestro? They are not. At least the top two. What about Adrian and Bella?
Need to stay out.
They're staying out as well with the DRS open, so they're going to be
This
slower
is
than
good for
DRS Maestro. But
This is good for DRS.
yeah, that's what he
Definitely.
wants.
And those hards, you might have a lap or 2, maybe 3 advantage, but it doesn't seem like it because how good they are over time.
And as the leader, you don't really usually want to be the first car in the pit lane because there's safety cars and there's traffic to potentially deal with. You don't want to be the last, but
Yeah.
the top two are electing to kind of use the time they've built up to make this second stint a little bit shorter, which is always a good idea if you can. But sometimes it's hard when people are trying to undercut you like DRS Maestro is right now.
I think that happened to me in Cam's league, Brazil. I think I wasn't in the lead. I think I was like P2 or P3. I was fighting the merge. I was ahead of him, pitted, safety car came out, and they came out ahead of me.
There you
It was
go.
So unfortunate. The leaders
HMP
pit.
Hooligans making some more, getting some moves done now. Maha's still out on the softs. 14 laps.
Hey, he wasn't necessarily struggling. He was keeping up with his teammate, and
now
had
he's
to meet
in.
him. So why not?
And yes, so the leaders are in the pit lane at the same time, so they're
I wanna
not
see where
going to
DRS comes out.
diverge. Yeah, let's keep an eye on DRS Maestro. He's going to be close, I think.
Really close. Nah, they come out ahead of him.
But yeah, I think that gap was just a little bit too big for now. They are now exiting, speeding up here. So DRS Maestro is, yeah, not that much closer to them,
yeah.
unfortunately.
If anything, it got bigger.
You're right. So that might be
I
good
think-
news for Bella and Adrian. We'll see.
I feel like Ejiyami should have pitted when DRS pitted. That would have been a good strategy for him. Who was ahead out of those three? Ejiyami, Bella, and DRS.
Oh, great question. I think it was Bella in first, and then I think it was Adrian second and DRS third, I believe. And they're both in now. So this will be a direct comparison here. T-Bone's going to stay out. If the safety car comes out now, he's looking pretty. Sisu is passing him, but he's right up there on the hard tires. Faster tire still to come with less tire wear and less fuel load. Sounds like a good idea.
DRS comes across the line. It's like he passes him on the exit of the pit.
So
This might be close. No, it's not going to be close at all.
are they
DRS
going
goes
to
ahead.
are they going to stay in his DRS? Because if they do, that's really not good for DRS Maestro. Oh, Oliver's out.
Oliver
in the pit lane.
In the pits.
Okay. But that is
that
big
is
for the
spicing it up.
championship, ladies and gentlemen. That is big.
Who's in the lead right now? Is it Lava?
Yeah, it'll be Lihava, or no, XOD, I guess. Yeah, XOD is technically in the net lead. These drivers, HMP, Zudi, T-Bone, all looking for that safety car. It might not come though.
Wow, that's 25 points for if Lava wins compared to his closest rival Olive, who just retired from the race.
Yeah,
Right now,
huge
they're
swing.
it's a 2 points difference right now. That's so unfortunate. Tetsu Pit on the hard tires. He's going to be rapid for the rest of this race. His teammate.
And Adrian is right behind DRS Maestro as well. So DRS did not build the gap he was looking for. And now the drivers he was battling have the fresher tires. HMP is past T-Bone for now in the lead currently, but not yet in the pit lane. It looks like T-Bone is having some issues with fuel. It's going to need to keep an eye on that.
He was hoping for a safety car. I believe he still is currently. Same with Hooligans.
I went to the casino and put all my chips on yellow.
And look at this. So we saw Zudi in qualifying help XOD out. He is now in between XOD and Lihava. He might be looking to help XOD out again here. The gap went up. He's just making it a little bit harder for Lihava than he did for XOD. Not sure if he's meaning to or not. It's just funny how it's worked out again. And for now, Lihava gets through the gap 9/10.
Ooh.
That was almost an opportunity for XOD there to pull away.
Yeah, he's not. No. Looks like DRS and Ejiyami is just settling for a battle for P3 right now because they're just in none, in single file right now.
Yeah, and the gaps have not really changed. If anything, they've gone up to the leaders. And at this point, DRS also has the worst tires out of these three, so he needs to save as much energy as possible to defend that position. Try and keep Bella behind.
About 18 laps to go.
Just past halfway, and the clouds. Look at that, the clouds. Getting a little bit darker here.
Question mark.
That would be
Our
interesting.
our man on track, T-Bone.
Go XOD, go XOD.
XOD now trying to make his way through the traffic in P2 behind Hooligans. He did tap the rear end there, and someone has spun out. That's Hooligans behind. Oh man, that sucks for Hooligans. XOD's wing is
Dang,
intact.
bro.
Hooligans was just trying to let us by. It was a little miscommunication. He's all good.
And T-Bone now trying to help his teammate out. Still though, Lihava sticking with XOD through the traffic here. Further back, just really quick, looks like we have the Fred kind of all by himself here in P12. XM sticking with Maha and Sisu for now, the two Ferraris. And then big gaps pretty much for the bottom of the grid there.
I swear, every league I watch or I'm in, like the Ferraris are always in the mid or back. It's crazy. Like, you would think Ferrari would be at the top, but no.
It's a lot of pressure representing
H&P
the
finally
prancing
comes in the
horse.
pits. Do he change his front wing that's been broken since lap 1?
Zudi in the pits as well.
So he 19 laps on those. 80 interesting.
So T-Bone's still out there trying to make
He
these
doesn't
hard
change
tires
his wing.
last. Oh, okay, Lihava next. So continuing the fight there.
Bella and DRS make moves on this one another.
And that has allowed Adrian to get away from them momentarily. We'll see what happens through this middle sector. But Adrian might be in the clear.
I don't think Bella has the pace to close up that 2 tenths. Unless Adrian makes a mistake.
DRS
Adrian
might...
also has DRS from
Oh,
T-Bone,
there you
so
go. Yeah, that's huge. I was gonna say DRS Maestro might have an opportunity to kind of leapfrog with the DRS, but now Adrian has it as
Bella made a
well.
mistake. He's not gonna have much of a slipstream. He's made a mistake. DRS.
Oh, and they're just dropping
He's
off
got
Adrian
through.
there. T-Bone in the pit lane finally on the hard tires. 22 or 21 laps completed, just about 22.
Yeah.
And on to the mediums. He's going to have a lot of pace here. We'll see where he can end up.
Let's see if Adrian can catch up to the top 2.
He
He's
is
already-
right now.
He already closed up a second in just a straight. I don't
And
know
he
if
had-
he got DRS from that lap car or not, but
Yeah, I think that might have been it. I think that's Purple Snack. And he, I think, got the flap open there.
let's see who has the fastest lap. Okay, fastest lap held by Lihava currently.
And Adrian is now comfortably ahead of DRS Maestro and Bella as well. Baja is still with his teammate. He's on the medium tire. Definitely more grip for now, but that will not last forever. XM is right behind him, and then Hooligans is trying to bridge the gap. He now has an intact car, I believe. Let's check that. No, he does
it's partial
not.
damage.
Oh, okay.
I was just fully expecting H&P and Roster to be on the gearbox of the top 2 by now, but
Fastest lap for
Fastest lap
HW
with a broken
Hookins,
wing.
and he has a broken wing. That's a statement, ladies and gentlemen. And no DRS as well.
yeah, that's impressive.
Hey, flick around here, man.
Yeah,
He
he's
also
great
had no
Did
early.
he win in
DRS
the
either.
Mushroom Cup here last week or something?
Yes, he did. Yep, he certainly
Yeah.
did.
Because my AI decided to run into the
Yeah,
safety car.
I was gonna say Jordan probably has
I
some
don't
thoughts
even-
about that because man, he
I
was
was
in there
I was
too.
so confused. Like I was an AI and I look up, my car is diving into the pits to change its wing and it didn't change the wing. I was so confused. Like what?
Yeah, the AI is annoying sometimes. And XOD Lihava continuing this duel up front. Now side by side through the S.
Okay, they might not want to go up side by side there. You can lose almost 5/10 to anyone.
And you're right on the money there, Jordan. Now 5/10 lost there to Adrian.
They're still side by side. Through another corner, you don't want to be side by side.
Penalties
Wow, 3
starting to
cars.
show up.
Penalties back to back to back. And they're still side by side.
And this is what Adrian wants to see. Now under 4 seconds.
I think they're missing the plot.
Still a lot of laps left. We're just about
By the way-
2/3 of the way through.
Yeah. By the way, I'm pretty sure Ejami has a lap for his tires. He does. So yeah.
Interesting. So we're seeing it come down, but obviously if they do not battle, then I think Adrian's going to have a tough time. But every time they do, there's a big chunk taken out.
Yellow flags like a Red Bull of Rasta again.
Just see Adrian at the back there in the camera shot.
Yeah.
He's getting closer. And there is big gaps for the rest of the field, ladies and gentlemen. This is pretty much it here. 8, 7, and 6 in their own train. 5th and 4th in their own train. Adrian trying to bridge the gap or reduce the gap to the leaders in
Bella
front.
almost made a risky move into that high-speed uphill corner into the infield section.
Penalty for Sisu.
Ejami got to get his battery charged up to push again.
Yeah, just about 4 seconds, 3.9, 3.8. Did not improve or get smaller that lap. And he is alone. He doesn't have another car.
Oh, Lava
providing
down the
slipstream.
inside. They made contact.
Oh,
Exo's
XOD off. XOD off in the Senna S. Contact.
Oh.
XOD, live reaction. Hit us.
Ejami.
Fucking bullshit.
They look like they locked tires. Ejami down the inside of XO.
Wow, what a
Switchback.
dramatic change there. XOD is not having it though. Back into P2.
Leaders out.
Leaders out. Safety car is
Safety
out.
car. Oh my God.
Safety
Leader.
car.
This
out.
is.
Leader Liebag is
Oh,
out. He's provided us
Leader.
a gift off the high-speed right-hander.
Do you pit onto the medium tire
Yes,
or soft?
I think you do.
The
Should
I
soft
pit?
can go
My
about
tires
6
are
laps.
fresh.
It'll be up to kind of what the leaders do here.
If-
T-Bone,
if-
that is a
if-
great question, my friend. That's more
If I
difficult.
am the leader,
decision for
have
you.
have
Yeah.
a 5-second gap. I'm pitting, 100% pitting.
Yes,
the
the
medium
leaders
tire.
should pit here. High RPM,
He
10
does.
seconds for speeding.
In the pit, please don't speed. Okay, good.
So XOD
XOD.
back in the race here as well. So he's back
what
right
tires they
up with
go
the
on.
Java. And yeah, I think the softs are doable, but I think the medium still might be the better option.
Lahavo on the softs.
Dastardly drive through.
XOD's on the softs as well. Ejami's on the mediums.
AJ on the medium. So we'll see how he compares. He has a lot of pace tonight. He definitely could have stuck with the leaders.
Hold on. We have a
Sisu.
car in the fight. Sisu can be a problem. He has penalties, but he can be a problem.
Yeah, and he is in
6
P2, not lead. So that's an advantage for Lihava there.
Hooligans with that damage.
Oh, and he's there too. Ooh, that makes it difficult for XOD.
XO, yeah, dang.
He does not want to
Maestro's
see
probably
that.
so pissed right now, Maestro. I was like
Yeah, I
taunting
mean-
him and stuff that he drove into the back of me.
Oh no.
I just let him by. I just let him through because like he always says he gets stuck behind me. Now
I
he's
really
in
wanted
AI
to
passing
see-
everybody. He just passed Bella.
Wow. Wait,
I let him pass me. Whatever. He's on fresh softs.
thing. I really want to see those top three battle it out for in the race. But now we have two cars in between that was on warm tires.
With
One
damage,
with
one of them.
damage.
Maestro's AI is
With
going
penalties.
Maestros, get out of AI, bro. Your AI is going nuts. Just pass Bella again. Maestro's AI is. Look at it go! Look at it go! It's passing everybody! Look at it go! It's just pass.
It is on a warpath.
I'm staying away from that thing.
And now it's letting
He's
Bella by.
back.
Oh
He's
my
back.
god.
The Maestro's back. Oh my god.
Good thing the race isn't getting
Oh,
going right
fuck.
now. Maestro is off the
It's
track.
on the grass.
Oh, he's trying to let Bella by. Okay, he's trying to let Bella by. Wow, good thing to do.
Jesus, not really when
Bella
everyone's
has to make
flying
him-
by full speed behind.
But it didn't work. Did not work.
Oh my god. That
Well.
wretched. The Maestro's AI, it's off again! I'm gonna pass it. No, guys! Come on! What are you doing, Maestro?
Wait, is
I'm
is
scared
he
to go
AI?
AI because of this guy. Yeah.
Is there any possible
someone-
way that we could let Purple through? Because bro's in 15th and he's trying to get past. Like,
Yeah, that'd be a good idea. But
the
you're gonna need
other
everyone to
drivers are
do it.
listening.
Going
HMP,
AI, everyone stay the hell away from me.
Yeah, everyone. I think everyone ahead will have to like all get off the track and let him by.
Yeah.
I wish the game automatically lets lap cars go, but
Yeah, you know, they should just ghost and go through. That's what should happen.
yeah.
That's all it really needs to be. It's not that complicated. And he is trying to get by now.
He had a penalty for no yet. Yeah.
Oh, and there it is. Yeah, and he's still in the middle of this grid now. Another car in front of XOD he's going to have to think about. That sucks for him. I think the safety car is going to go around one more time because high RPM still off the pack there.
Way back, yeah.
Purple Snack trying to get through desperately.
Why don't you just go and just say how long, like after penalties? They're not gonna count towards his finished position anyway. If we take them off.
This is one of the most eventful safety cars I've ever seen. Usually it's a time you sit back, don't really pay attention to what's going on the screen. You're more so kind of thinking about how things are going to play out. But we have AI going nuts. Lapped cars trying to unlap themselves when people obviously aren't talking to one another directly all the time, so that's hard to do. Cars staying out in the middle of the fight for the lead as well. Sisu and HMP. T-Bone, Maha, XM, and Zudi, funnily enough, all in the same exact order as when they started. That's interesting. Rasa Cheech up 7, HMP up 15, but he's got more worn and harder tires and a damaged wing. But he had pace earlier. We saw him do that fastest lap, so.
Purple, if you're listening, hell back.
Stay out.
High RPM pit again. He's pulling the Kevwood, getting the freshest
Maestro's AI.
tires.
Maestro's AI is hitting Bella.
Oh, we're just missing the Maestro Rampage. And the safety
Fuck,
car
it's
is
going
in,
in.
so high RPM just was too aggressive there, and now he's got a big gap to make up here. Safety car is in though, so let's see what happens. Oh my goodness, Purple Snack is right in the middle of this.
So exciting.
Purple, if you're watching, just go to the back of the grid, bro.
At
Or
this
go on the pitch or
point,
something.
it's just getting a little bit too crazy, yeah. And now Lihava has two cars, one of them being lapped in between him
Okay,
and
yeah,
XOD.
so Pepper Snack is getting out the way.
And Lihava has launched, and Sisu has just fallen asleep there.
Oh, brother. This is horrible. This is a horrible ending that was supposed to be the best ending of all time. Here goes HEP down the inside with no wing because I have hella understeer.
Oh, and this is gonna get messy, folks.
Man,
I just
Sisu
have a
just-
feeling there's some frustrated drivers here.
DRS, P3.
He went through XOD's ghost.
Adriami down the inside of XOD.
So Lihava has really, really lucked out there. Sisu just fell asleep at the
Dropped to
restart.
P7.
He was 2 seconds down by the time Lihava hit turn 1.
Dude, that's...
And now Hooligans, I gotta say, guys, this is funny because there was a race not too long ago where DRS Maestro's at Netherlands, Mushroom Cup. DRS Maestro was staying out on old tires and just trying to create a gap, which is very similar to what HMP is doing to him right now. And HMP did have a problem with that. I remember that. So I feel like this is a little bit of payback here. Maestro now through, but he's 3.4 seconds away, and Hooligans has gotten dumped into the wall. I just have a sneaking suspicion that had something to do with that Netherlands race. I just have a sneaking suspicion. But anyway, Adrian 9/10 behind DRS Maestro, who's 3 seconds around and a little bit more behind Lihava.
Lihava is just throwing the car in the corners. He's pushing to pull away, but DRS look like he can catch him. I don't think he will, though.
And some drivers are not going to be happy with Sisu there.
Yeah, I don't even know, like, how do you lose 2 seconds in the straight?
Yeah, he
On the
just
safety car race.
he just wasn't looking
like a couple of tenths, but like a full blown 2 seconds is...
Now, this might be a theory, ladies and gentlemen. This is just a theory. This might be something for T-Bone to discuss later. But let's not forget, Lihava, Sisu share a connection. They are both the flying Finns here.
I think it's a conspiracy. I don't think
Did Sisu do that on purpose? I wonder. It looked so slow, T-Bone, that I think an AI would have even been better, honestly.
No, really, because when AI is in the way, you don't lose 2 seconds to the car.
Oh!
What was that move, Edgiami? I was on board there.
I was trying to retire, then I looked up because I got the penalty. Whoever I hit, I don't think they got damage.
Adrian had a moment there. XOD still okay, but what? This is crazy, guys.
No, that was me, I think.
Edgiami there.
Was it me? I don't think I was that close to him, actually.
Wait, that was you who was fighting Edgiami?
Bro, I missed a breaking point by like 3 miles trying to hit retire. I don't know.
I didn't quite see it, T-Bone. I think you're
What,
bailed out.
No, I didn't hit a green car. I hit a blue car. I think I hit XOD.
So XOD and Adrian were battling through turn 5, I guess it is. And
Yeah, it was Edgiami. Yeah. I think Edgiami was a bit ambitious there. I don't know why he went for that
He was
small gap.
overly goddamn ambitious. Why do you go for a gap if the gap is not there?
This is the home of
freaking races.
I think I drove into Zudi.
This is Ayrton Senna's backyard here. Maybe some of that is in the air.
Home race. Look at Zudi's home race. No penalties in P8. What's he sitting at? Like
Look
P5?
at Zudi go. Yes, that's right, T-Bone. Great call.
Wow.
So he's in P5
Good
for
work.
now with 4 laps left to go, including this one.
What you said, Greg, I don't even think Sisu and Laheva know each other. I know the Finns are a tight-knit group, but Sisu's a competitor, man. He's trying to win.
All right. Just figured out, bring it up.
Losing 2 seconds.
He probably said no was going in.
Oh.
We'll have to kind of take a view of that again. But anyway, jokes, conspiracy theories aside, Lihava has completely taken this opportunity and ran with it. He's 2.7 seconds ahead now. That was not as high as it was at the start of this period, I believe. DRS Maestro is slightly catching him, but it's not going to be enough.
I think it peaked at like 3.2, I believe.
Yeah. Unfortunately, though, the time is just running out. Now 3 laps left to go. Lap 34. The hometown hero, Zudi.
Should have just stayed out the way of the top guys. I mean, you have 16 lap old hards with penalties. There's no need to really be there.
Rasta's now back in the race, but he has damage again. He's trying to get by Zudi here for P8, which will become much higher. AGM 3-second penalty.
Yeah, I mean, I would just retire, honestly. You're not scoring points.
Sisu 3 seconds, which I believe he's now up to 6. 9. I was wrong.
What
9
did
for
Zudi
Sisu.
start today, bro? Zudi had a great car all day.
Maybe it's just his day. He's right now.
Well,
He's going to
some
finish
track.
P5. So.
Good shit.
Just needs to keep
So,
it
yeah.
steady.
Yeah,
Nothing
gotta keep it
crazy
clean.
here.
See where he started. He's up 3
The fact
spots.
that
So.
Rasta and HMP was like, let's do a last to first and finish in the last 2-point positions is funny. To me.
Bro, let's
And
be
they're right
real.
beside
This is
each
tier
other.
3. They're tier 1 drivers. Yourself too, Jordan. Greg. Someone's got damage, by the
damage
way.
from the
out there.
Ferrari.
Yeah.
Oh, I think it's Sitsu. How ironic.
And now Zudi's looking to get by. He's trying to hold on to this P5. Just needs to
Zudi
see these
down
2
the
laps
inside,
out.
He's gonna do it. He's gonna do it.
And he gets it done. Shout out Zudi.
Good racing, boys. This is fun.
Rasta still right behind him.
Dang. I really wanted to battle for the lead on the last lap. Maybe a photo finish. Lahab, if you're here and slow down. Nah,
2.5 seconds now as Lihava heads up the hill. I think he's going to be okay. I'm keeping an eye on Zudi for the hometown crowd here.
Yeah.
This is some
story.
great racing.
You know, he's had a
And
good car, bro, all day, man.
he's got DRS as well ahead. That's crucial. Is he too low on battery, though? Rasta has a lot more. He doesn't have the DRS, but the battery is still a big advantage
Wait, how does he not have DRS?
because he's doing this challenge.
The one you'll be doing, too, if you join.
I am not doing that
HMP side by side with Rasta, trying to be the highest up of those two doing the challenge. There's some pride on the line, I'm sure, for that. High RPM is retired.
Shout out to Maestro. He has been whittling away, by the way. It's not going to happen, but he's taking time out. So
Yeah, if he had more
now.
time.
Very slow. He's getting like a 10th or 2 a lap, maybe 3.
Final lap here, though. Lihava, let's just check in on him.
DRS
Cruising
goes deep in the
into
corner.
the lead
Push
and
hard.
into this most likely win here at Brazil. Big first championship. DRS Maestro comfortably
He's-
behind in P2. Bella in his own gap. XOD in his own gap. And we will flip back to Zudi, who's going to
Lihaba's
have to
gonna take
defend
The
this position.
championship lead by, I want to say 26 points.
Oh no, folks. Oh no. Zudi's under pressure. Rasta's right behind. He's got the battery. They're side by side. Lihava's crossed the line, but we're keeping an eye on Zudi, and Zudi is into P8, which is going to become P6. Still an amazing result for him. Just so close to P5. Rasta getting him in the end. HMP Hooligans in P7. I think XOD retired and his car got
no
deleted.
XOD.
His car was in 4th, I believe.
Oh, okay. So he got 4th. Okay.
Yeah, that was a frustrating one for him. I'm surprised he's already out of here. And yeah, so it was Lihava, DRS, Bella, and then XOD, followed by Rasta, Zudi, Hooligans, Maha, XM, the Fred, Adrian, Sisu, really changing that race, and Purple Snack,
Hey, Giami, man.
just trying to finish up here.
He was looking so good at the end of that race before the safety car restart.
Purple
Those
Snack doing
mediums
the
when they came
burnouts.
Those mediums would have been really rapid those last couple of laps.
Good
All
stuff,
right,
man.
that was
I'm gonna,
crazy.
get some guys in here, and I'll let Greg handle the interviews. We were thinking Zudi, Lahava won. Who else was up there?
DRS Maestro, let's get him in here.
Yeah, we'll get him, of course. He had a great drive, and the Maestro in here. Maestro always loves talking about his races.
I think he's gonna have some comments for sure.
What's the next track for Star Cup?
Chin up, Purple. You can come back next time, buddy.
You're the
Not
man,
always.
Purple.
Not always everyone's race every night. Next track, great question, Jordan. I'm not quite sure.
Oh,
T-Bone, do you happen to know?
Australia.
Australia?
I
What
like
else were we
Australia.
getting here? Lahava. Good race, everybody. That was fun, man. Shout out to Rasta and HMP as well. Speaking of which, man, Greg, you want to do the honors? Rasta's walking in here. See the cloud of smoke?
Rasta,
wow.
why do you have to hurt the hometown hero, buddy? Come on.
I think he at the end he would have me because I
That's
had the
heartless,
wing
Rasta.
damage. But it seems like he ran out of battery or something, bro.
Rasta
I don't know.
Cheech, cold-blooded killer. No, I'm just kidding, buddy. Great race. So
Yep.
how was your challenge tonight? I know you got some damage early on. How'd it go?
Yeah. Without the damage, honestly, I think it would have been pretty good, but that was a bigger challenge at the end. And honestly, it's really hard at this track, especially in the end when you want to stay in the DRS train, but you can use it, So it's kind of funny, but it was nice to do, yeah.
And was there a little thing between you and Hooligans? Were you trying to make sure, at least, between you two, who was kind of the lead guy doing the challenge?
I don't know. I don't think we came with a strategy or something. We just want to race and have fun at the end,
Yeah, right on, right on. Well, good
Yeah,
race,
and I
man.
can I say, yeah, Rasta and Hooligans today were starting at the back, and they were not using DRS throughout the race, just because they're very good drivers, and otherwise it would, we got to give them a little bit of a handicap in the tier 3. It's the only reason. And at the same time, if the spots are open, I also don't like saying no, can't race with us. That's all it is.
Well, shout out to Rasta staying in there. It looked like it was going to be tough at one point, and the safety cars came in.
Yeah.
So shout out to Rasta. Let's move to DRS Maestro now. DRS, how are you? How was the race?
I'm pretty good, man. The race was pretty cool. I started off just pretty chilled off, and actually, I want to say shout out to T-Bone for letting me pass through because I was so mad at myself. I was like, dang, why am I
Dude,
behind
even
T-Bone?
said it. When you came out behind me, the first thing I said
I
is
was
he's
like,
probably
oh my
so
God.
pissed right now. Then I started leaving just to taunt him, and he drove into the back of me. I'm like, okay, I'm just getting out of his way. And you know why I did that, folks? It's called race awareness. I'm on the older
Yeah.
tires. He's been racing that same group all race, so it would just be kind of unfair to get between him and that group and compromise his
Yeah,
race.
I was so mad that I lost the lead pack in the middle of the race. That's why I went for the undercut, hoping for a safety car, which that worked out. And Lihava, I don't know how he got such a good jump from everybody, and he was like what 3-4 seconds ahead of me when I went into P2. But towards the end, I think he was just managing. But because I was way quicker than he was towards the end. But good race.
I was gonna ask you DRS, and then I was gonna ask Lihava later. But yeah, so did you not see what happened on the restart there? Because that was really a big moment.
Well, everybody just ghosted. I was like, okay, I'm just gonna go through and and then find out later on. I didn't see exactly what happened.
All right, so it just looked like to me that Sisu in the Ferrari just really lost track of Liava, and he let him get away 2 seconds pretty much all by himself. So I was
But
just
Greg,
curious.
it is a double-edged sword because I think the Maestro benefited in the sense that he got through a lot of guys.
Yeah,
with the jump.
caused some chaos for sure.
So,
Yeah, there was a lot of I didn't see exactly what happened, but I was like, dang, did Lihava just have such a great start like that, or something happened?
All right, perfect. Yeah, so back to back. Well, I guess no, you did win last time, but second place here as well. So you're looking good. Are you going to be trying to contest Lihava for this championship, Mr. Maestro?
I'm gonna try, but he might be a little bit too far. But I'm gonna give it a go from here.
All right.
Because
Don't
I
give
know I'm not gonna give up. I started off bad in the season, but now I'm in a good groove, and Lihava, watch out.
All right. So with that,
Yeah.
we're now.
Oh, one more
go
comment,
ahead,
if you
DRS.
don't
Go
mind.
ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
The reason I say that is the next 3 tracks.
Street track.
The next 3 tracks, I really excel at those tracks.
Ooh,
And
spicy.
last season, I think I won at both Canada and Australia, and Baku is my favorite track. So, yeah,
All right.
we'll see how that goes.
So it's heading to DRS's favorite track. So Lihava, how are you? How was the race tonight? Comments on that one? Looked great tonight.
Oh yeah, sorry for all of you. I'm feeding my baby at the same time now.
Oh,
Wow.
It's
We're trash.
actually, it actually surprised me that we started 1 hour before because I was calculating the feeding time with the with the old time system. But
Oh yeah.
yeah, in the end, the race was fun. In the beginning, the EXO D, he made me sweat a lot. The first
Yeah.
stint, all the way. I don't know what happened to him in the first corner. I'm really sorry if I did anything to him. Not sure what happened because I didn't felt anything. And suddenly he just disappeared. And when the safety car came, I don't know what happened because there was people trying to overtake me and Sisu as a ghost car, like constantly,
Mhm.
and I kind of tricked him because there was the VisaCast app doing some weird things in the when
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
safety car went in, and I just take the advantage and disappeared.
Yeah. Yeah. Purple Snack was trying to unlap himself, cause a little bit of chaos there.
Oh, okay. I thought it was a hooligan, but yeah, okay, okay. But it was a VisaCast app. That much I know.
So Lihava, I believe right now you are our championship leader here in the Star Cup. We're now 6 rounds in. Obviously, you are in the best position for now. What are you going to be doing to make sure that you have as good of an opportunity as possible to see this out?
I don't know. The Oliver is crazy fast. Also, DRS Maestro is fast. Bella, there's a lot of good drivers in here, so I don't feel like this is over yet. There's many races to go, and some of the tracks are more suitable for me, and some not. Maybe the Imola was the worst for me from all the tracks from the calendar we had. But let's see. It's gonna be interesting. It's really gonna be
Hey,
interesting.
Laheva,
And
it's T-Bone, buddy. Congratulations.
thank you, man.
All
Yeah, congrats to
right.
the Maestro too. Great race, great car today too. Thank
Thanks,
you, Greg and
bro.
Jordan. Yeah, well done. And
No
Zudi, did Zudi come
problem.
in here?
I was gonna just wait a little bit for Zudi. I'd love to speak to him, the hometown
Text him.
favorite.
We gotta text him.
I did invite him. But yeah, that was it for Star Cup. So Jordan, any final comments for what you saw this evening?
Nope, not at all.
All right. Well, in the end, I think like Jordan was saying, we did want to see that battle, but still, for the lead, that is still lots of chaos and excitement to sink our teeth into and to really look at. Shout out to anyone in the chat viewing us live, and anyone obviously on the
Zudi,
replay.
Zudi's on his way.
Zudi's coming. Okay, we're not gonna end it just yet. Perfect.
I do want to say I was a bit blown away on the chaos though, for sure. All throughout the race, a lot of cars that were expected to be at the top that wasn't. Oliver retiring was a bit underwhelming, but
And I
Yeah,
think
Zudi's on his
honestly,
way.
Olive might regret that because that safety car came out. I don't think he caused it,
no,
so
no, no.
there
I think
was
he
maybe an
retired
opportunity
early.
to get a few points at least. That's sometimes that's what you got to do is play with the cards that you're dealt
Damage limitation.
exactly and just see what's possible. Because I think there was an opportunity. He had great pace as Lihava was saying. So all right, we're just waiting for Zudi here,
Gotta do all the
and here
Brazilian
he
fast
is.
series. Yeah.
Zudi
Allah,
22, the
The
home
legend.
Allah.
favorite. He's being
What's the
carried.
thing?
He's crowd surfing down to the booth right now. Zudi, how was that race? And is Ayrton Senna related to you? I want to know.
I don't know. I think he just his spirit descended upon me and gave me a little, extra boost. Because I was just as surprised as you guys are. I don't know. I was in the zone, enjoyed it. The race was fun. It looked like it was a huge DRS train the entire time. I don't know. I gotta rewatch it after. But
Zudi,
it was dope. I
Zudi, one of
enjoyed
your
it.
groupies is trying to get your
Zudi,
attention.
Zudi, over here, over here, over here.
Talk to me, baby. What's good?
Zudi, over the last couple of weeks, you've put together a steady flow of point getting performances here in the Star Cup. I believe it's 3 in a row. Many of them top 8, and I believe today it was a P6. What has been the key lately to your improvements in the standings? Are they tracks you're familiar with? Pointed to that wheel.
Cocaine and hookers.
Performance
This is my
enhancers. Oh, it's late in the video. I doubt it'll get caught.
Nah, I don't know. I think I just was a little excited to do Brazil again today because I kind of got swallowed up in the Mushroom Cup last week and it wasn't fun. So I was kind of looking to put in some work, get a decent qualifying lap in, start somewhere decent. I actually thought I was in trouble because I extended the mediums to like lap 20. And I was like, oh shit. But then the safety car kind of came out and helped to bring us back together. But I had some good pace on the hards too. I was closing the gap. I don't know how much.
Had good pace everywhere, man. And I'm sorry you got swallowed up at the Mushroom Cup. We thought Kev Wood's mom was banned from the premises.
Yeah.
Really not.
She came
and
out.
also, Zudi,
she came out beeping everywhere.
Over the last couple of months, there's been a lot of critics. Like, is Zudi the real deal? Is he Mushroom Cup material? What do you have to say to all the haters?
Sometimes you gotta take a second, assess your skills and stuff. Like, see what you can work on, and we always come back stronger. We always try and deliver. We always get another chance. So
what do you say to the haters, though?
The haters can suck it.
There we go. Back to you, Greg.
All right, so I wanted to ask as well, just about tonight. You really benefited with the penalties, or I guess not to you, but to the drivers in front of you. So were you kind of keeping an eye on that? Were you close to getting one? Was that something you were managing?
Yeah, absolutely. I was absolutely between that and the battery. It was a lot of managing. I saw everybody was really close, and like when I caught up back to XM after the pit stops, I saw that it took me a second to actually realize it. Actually, I was so like in the zone focused that they had penalties in front of me, and I was like, oh, okay, I don't need to push so close. I can relax a little bit. But I also had Rasta up my ass, and I was trying to like be careful with him. I didn't want to let him get too close for the overtake, but I also wanted to stay close enough to stay in the DRS with them. Because I was like, if I don't pass them, at least I can stay close enough and I can jump up a couple positions. And I did have 2 warnings.
Okay, living on the edge. I love it.
Shout out to Zudi, man, home race.
Well, shout out to Zudi. I think Zudi's the driver of the day. I'm just going to say that for myself.
Yeah,
Not sure
so
about
too.
the official decision.
I think so,
Appreciate
too.
it, boys. Appreciate it.
Yeah, shout out Zudi.
I didn't know it was going to happen, but hey, I'm happy,
All right. We're just about to wrap things up. Dastardly's anything you wanted to say, Dastard?
Any final comments for the stream, Dastard?
Well, I think there's been some sort of sabotage in the Kick Sauber team ever since it was found that I slept with the chief engineer's wife twice. My car setup hasn't been right. You see by my performance.
Taking a few screws out kind of thing?
Maybe, but Melly and I will truck on.
All right,
Shout out to Dastard.
We're glad you're taken care of, Dastard. Shout out to Dastard.
Thanks, guys. And again, I'm sure it was a great podcast.
All right. Well, that's been it, ladies and gentlemen. Lots of interviews, lots to discuss for next week. We're looking forward to, what was it, Australia, I think we said, gentlemen?
Yeah.
Australia next Tuesday, 8 p.m. Also, just wanted to say a quick shout out to Chenzo. He was attempting to make his return back to the booth tonight, but just did not work out. We'll see if he can do that. But Jordan, shout out to you as well for holding it down, and we're looking forward to the next one.
Thank you, Greg.
Very good.
All right, guys, we're going to wrap it here. GG's, everyone, all around. We'll see you in a week's time. Thank you.
Troy, what? Troy, what?
Yeah.